I don't claim to be an expert data scientist nor an experienced one, but having pursued 2 analytical degrees and working at a big 4, I would like to give 2 cents to this idea of what are the skills to become an expert data scientist. A data scientist who can command any kind of salary and they will get it. There are no mumbo jumbo technologies which you have to master. You just need to clear your basics and you need to have an hierarchical approach. So at the first tier, you need to at least know these 3 tools: R, Python and Excel. And when I'm saying R, Python and Excel, you must be pretty sure that what really you need to master in these specific tools. So when I'm talking about Excel, you don't need to be an expert financial analyst in Excel. You don't need to know how to work with a lot of things in Excel. You just need to know how to open an Excel file, manipulate few columns, manipulate rows, add rows, use formula, use if conditions, and maybe if you have some kind of an exposure to more data analysis, use some kind of a filtering approach in that. There are a lot of possibilities in Excel, but as of now, just stick to how much you can play with the Excel file using the formulas and using the rows and columns. Then about R and Python. For R and Python, you need to be really sure that what you want to get out of it. For Python, you need to master pandas and numpy libraries, and then you need to build on your data science models on that. So there are umpteen number of tutorials available online on pandas and numpy using Python. For R is like the connecting bridge between Python and Excel. If you know how to write proper R commands to get a lot of tasks done, then your life will be very easy in data science industry, because a lot of things which are difficult to get done in Excel or Python, it's pretty easy in R, and if I have to choose one amongst them, I'll choose definitely R. So after you have mastered R, Python and Excel, there are other tools as well, but let's first get into the aptitude required for you to become an expert data scientist, a data scientist who can command any kind of a salary from any company. So this is the aptitude for number crunching. Now what do I mean by an aptitude for number crunching? So if you have some kind of an idea about Excel, Python and R, then definitely you must have understood that when I say aptitude for number crunching, it's about the problem which you have, right, can be done through the help of mathematics or statistics or code or Excel, code as in R code or Excel. So the idea here is that I will give you a file. It could be Excel, CSV, or maybe you need to get it from an URL. So how will you use that and do some kind of a basic task, right? It could be anything. I want to plot some kind of a chart. Let's say I want to make a summary. Let's say I want to find the min max. Let's say I want to find the number of missing values. There could be any number of possibilities. Let's say I want to write a function which takes in a column of a data frame. When I say data frame, it's like rows and columns. It takes a column of a data frame and does some mathematical operations like adding, subtracting, raised to the power 2, or taking a log of that. There are a lot of operations which you can do. So this all comes in the number crunching ability. It could be done through math, statistics, code or Excel. So when I say math and statistics, what do I mean? So when you do any kind of number crunching, it has layers. First you'll think of in terms of math and statistics, and then encapsulate it through code or Excel, right? So the thing is that math and statistics could take sometimes a lower importance and sometimes it could take a higher importance. And the same goes for code or Excel, right? Now once you have done this and you have found out that you have an aptitude for number crunching through math, statistics or code or Excel, then you need to move to mastering SQL. Now why SQL or SQL if you would like to say so? The thing here is that a lot of files are not in the format of Excel or CSV. They are stored in databases, and that can be accessed through SQL or SQL or many kinds of SQL cousins like NoSQL, PSQL and so on and so forth. Now, after you have done this, there is an upcoming language which is very similar to Python and R, which is Julia, and you can use Julia in a Jupyter notebook just like Python. So you need to master this as well, because currently this is not used that much, but in 5 to 10 years this will be used a lot, because I have made a lot of videos on Julia, showing how fast it is and how elegant the use of Julia is, because Julia is a lot like how maths and statistics problems look like. So if you're someone who's coming from academia, you will really like Julia, or R, if I may say so. I tell you that if you master these things, you will become an expert data scientist and you can command any kind of a salary in any prestigious company you wish to get into. And I have made a lot of videos on data science, what kind of problems there are in data science, how to convert a business problem to data science problem. So if you're interested in those videos, do check them out.